Hey guys, Studious Toe here, and welcome to the Bagel Nation. Last time we left off, I had just killed old Iron King. When you kill Gwyn in New Game Plus and/or using a bonfire aesthetic, he gives you the old King soul, right? Wait, he gives you the soul of Gwyn. I don't remember what the exact item name is. Anyway, this time we're gonna head down to No Man's Wharf and take care of that. This is, once again, post-commentary, not to draw attention to the frame. Here I am not in power stance, trying to use a power stance attack and just using a left-handed weapon. Left-handed weapons, when I started playing this game, my first playthrough, for the first few hours, I tried a left-handed playthrough, and that was my goal, and it would work fine if the game allowed it. I think I may have talked about it some. You can parry with a right-hand weapon, but you cannot riposte, and you cannot backstab. So basically takes away a lot of the reason to do so. Also, you cannot, what am I saying? No, you can do damage, but you do only 80% damage with your left-handed weapon, which is why, especially if you're power stancing, it's worth having whichever weapon does more damage in your right hand. Assuming you don't have the same weapon. Off camera, or well, technically on camera and edited out, since I know you care about those technicalities, I upgraded. You see my maces are lightning now, and I think they might be at +7 at this point, I don't remember. That shouldn't affect gameplay too terribly much, but anyway. I think here, yeah, I'm gonna check this little nook for illusory walls. Since you can press A and look anywhere for illusory walls, I do so. I don't know if I like that additional game mechanic that there can just be walls where you press A. I've jokingly said we have to go back to the original Dark Souls game and press A on every wall now that we know that they do that in their games, FromSoft that is. Down this elevator, and it's a pretty straightforward pathway to the next area. And one of the critiques of this game is the use of so many stammer. One of the critiques of this game is the progression. It feels very much like, the world design is very much feels forced. If you fire a lightning spear into the water, it will make a lightning effect, but using a lightning weapon in the water will not do so. That's kind of disappointing. Demon Souls used a hub design and didn't have this semi-open world that connected in every way, and the Dark Souls world is a very good execution of that philosophy of making everything connect. This is Lucatiel again. She gives you the Ring of Steel protection at this point. Not sure exactly how all these encounters work, so I won't say anything definitive, but you just talk to her. Did I say him? You talk to her enough times and she'll give you what you want. Or what she does. You may not want that. Anyway. Off to a great commentary start so far. Anyway, there are going to be a decent number of edits in this video. You've already seen a few where I stopped playing for a minute and did something off camera or something that are edited out. There's a lot of co-op that I do in this area. You'll see I'm fully hollowed. I do co-op to get my humanity back, and then keep co-oping after I'm human just for the fun of it and to help people. But I don't want to show everything twice through co-op videos, so it's also a good way to get smooth and silky stones to drop a small sign. This area is nice also, just because it's a very long area and there's one sort of shortcut and there's only one bonfire, so it If you do the entire area with a single summon buddy on a regular white sign soapstone, they will disappear. And I think this is the only instance I know of in the game where you can lose a white sign soapstone co-op buddy to the timer, or that I've at least experienced. I'm sure if you just logged off, or not logged off, but stayed in game and just sat there, they would disappear eventually. But that guy's a trap. Here you see me trying to be ahead of the game, attack, and then log on while I'm waiting for the cast. Sometimes works, sometimes doesn't. It's just kind of something I've gotten used to doing between the two Dark Souls games. No Man's Wharf is growing on me as an area. Not my favorite area in the game. Well, maybe it is. I don't know what my favorite area is. I don't have one yet. But it's not as bad as I originally thought it was. Oftentimes, if I'm co-oping with a friend in this area, we will just drop small signs and reset our health and Estus flasks and all that good stuff every time, and just go through the whole area fragmented, do a little bit in each other's world. Kind of breaks the game a little bit because you don't really have to conserve your resources as well. But at the same time, it is easier than... it's a good way to farm the small stones, and they don't have to backtrack all the way to the bonfire to pick someone up. You see him getting summoned. And of course we'll cut that out. And I come back fully human, which is nice. This area, I don't know. It's decent. It's not. I'm not just. Its biggest flaw is that there's no shortcut that is really useful. There is one shortcut, but honestly, it saves so little time. It's also a completely optional area. You use it to get to the Bastille, but you can get to the Bastille not going this way. Through the pursuer, sorry, that's goodness, I've made that my that's what I just call pursuer now, is pursuer. I don't remember who I first saw use that, probably Lobos Jr. Plug Lobos Jr., great streamer, one of the more entertaining Dark Souls streamers in my opinion. Yeah. Looking for more illusory walls. This area, it's long, needs a shortcut, or another bonfire. I would prefer a shortcut, because that's something that this game feels lacking in, is that the level designs aren't, these enemies sometimes will throw tar urns at you, and you'll blow up just like you saw, because I'm covered in tar, and then does definitely feel kind of lacking in some ways in this game. There aren't any really just cool shortcuts, and the levels don't fold up on each other. Even Demon Souls, from what I understand, was even not being open world in the same way that Dark Souls 2 are. It still would have shortcuts or things to open. This game, it's just like, oh, we'll throw in another bonfire. So the level design doesn't feel as inspired. So it's still, like I say, at this point, I love this game. I worship Dark Souls 1, and I'm sure if I had played Demon Souls, I would learn the same. I will, at some point, probably try to get my hands on a PS3. And if this Beast Souls, this rumored game, ends up being a PS4 exclusive, it will be pretty hard for me to ignore that. And so I probably would end up getting a PS4, dropping $400, $500 on one game.
Who are you?
Because I love the Souls games that much.
Gavlan wants soul. What?
They're just
with Gavlan.
honestly some of the best games. I mean, I don't know that I'm the best judge of such things. I haven't played that many games, but Dark Souls ruined me for other games. I got Skyrim like a year after I played Dark Souls for the first time, and Skyrim I beat in about 25 hours. I think I just did the main campaign, and I just got bored of it. The combat was not as engaging. The story, I was playing it for the story at the end, and even then it's a good story, especially for a game, but it just did not compel me the same way. And I think before I played Dark Souls, I would have loved Skyrim. And instead I'm just like, I see the appeal of this kind of game. Here I'm being an idiot and selling some of my stuff, like a noob. I sell my arrows because I forget that I'm on a sell screen. I'm like, oh, he sells 5 bolts? Well, I'm gonna get rid of everything. Duh. And I'm just a noob. I don't even quite realize what I've done. I think I did live commentary on this video also. I remember complaining at myself on this. This is post-commentary. I don't remember if I mentioned that yet. Anyway, will not mention it again. He sells some stuff. Gavlan wheel, Gavlan deal.
Gavlan
deal.
What?
Apparently he has some cut dialogue, which is actually a little disappointing because he's such a fun character. But yeah, it's, as I mentioned in the previous video, it seems very likely that that Miyazaki is the director of this special project that we have been seeing rumored. Beast Souls, Demon Souls 2, whatever it is, also seems like it'll be a PS4 exclusive. If you want to find out more about that, watch other people's videos. They know stuff and far more than I do. I'm just giving my opinions on such. Honestly, I don't like it being a PS4 exclusive, but I don't have an Xbox One, and I wasn't planning on getting a next-gen console at all. Like, I was kind of just not going to get one, but if there isn't another exclusive Souls game on PlayStation, I will have to seriously consider getting one. It's kind of just that simple, that it might even be worth getting one for like a couple months and then selling it, and I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I was willing to spend $110 on getting this game on Xbox and PC. I almost considered spending $180 and getting collector's editions too, or 170. But you know, these games, I'm gonna get my money. I'm probably already pretty close to getting my money out of these games anyway. I got Dark Souls 1 used on Xbox. I spent, and I more than got my money out of the $25 game. These games, it's very easy for me to, I don't know, get my money out of them. They're just that good. Sorry for not talking much about the what you're seeing on screen. I'm preoccupied with other Souls thoughts, I suppose. Getting summoned again, and we'll of course cut that out. When you get summoned, it's a good, if you're working through an area, it's a good idea just to find a safe spot and sit there. That's Lucatiel's summon sign. I don't think I summoned her for my boss fight. This is the little shortcut. It's not that useful, but I will say that this area has a very good character. It feels like it's this jerk. He stands right by a chest, and then I right at you. He trolls you. He'll break the chest. In that case, he did most of the work. It's not an important item in there. I think it's just an upgrade stone or something, but it's still frustrating because you can destroy wooden chests in that manner. I don't know. We're at a very interesting place as fans of the Souls series. Because we're looking at, I mean, maybe within another year or two, having a new game. I mean, people have compared it to Call of Duty, that maybe From is hiring so many people so that they can put out a Souls game every year and perhaps have a Sony exclusive Souls game and then the Dark Souls franchise, Demon Souls and Dark Souls going simultaneously, or Beast Souls could be completely unrelated. But it's a very interesting time. I mean, I feel like there wouldn't be too many people playing Dark Souls 3 on Xbone if PS4 got the other title exclusively. I could be completely wrong on that. I would prefer, of course, I would very much prefer PC. Because I prefer PC gaming. That said, having a PS4 costs less money in the long run. I mean, so you buy it once, and until they come out with another console, you have the standard. You will be able to play everything that comes out. So that's the big advantage. I like having a PC because I don't have to have extra hardware to record. I know you can stream using Xbone and PS4. I'm not sure all the details on that. I don't know about recording. I imagine you still just need an extra piece of hardware to record. Costs upwards of or at least $100 around for at least a high quality capture card. So, fire arrows, do not break these. You need heavy arrows or heavy bolts to break these things. So, I equipped that monastery charm to cure the poison that I don't end up getting. And it will also heal you. So, it's nice like that. You hear a Titanite lizard. Where could that Titanite lizard be? Who knows? Who knows? I don't know what I'm doing here. So yeah, I mean, I'm sure I'll keep talking, but that's thinking on these rumors. I would love a Souls game every year. I really would. We might get tired of this style of gameplay. We might get burnt out the way that many people are getting burnt out of Call of Duty. And Call of Duty, I mean, is selling great compared to every other game, but for its own standards, it's a disappointment. Speaking of Call of Duty, Kevin Spacey, what? I mean, I know they usually do go after big names, but mocap Kevin Spacey is kind of exciting to me, honestly. If it looks like it's a good game, I might consider picking it up on Steam when it goes on sale or something. The fact that it looks like they will actually tell an interesting story is perhaps a reason enough for me to consider, a $30 purchase. I'm probably never going to be good enough at FPS gameplay to spend that. I guess forgive me for just using this as a opportunity to talk about completely unrelated things to Dark Souls 2. But I mean, when I do boring things in menus like this, might as well. Yeah, I think they have tried to tell an interesting story in the previous few Call of Duty games, but I think they've done something that shows up measurably. I mean, they've hired Hollywood screenwriters, but hiring someone like Kevin Spacey, who I like his work. I've seen him, I'm not a huge fan, but Cryo Saber. Yeah. I decided to summon someone for this boss. Might as well. I didn't feel like dying and having to walk all the way back after so much for this area. It's a long area. Now, we probably would get tired of a Souls-style game every year for... you can just hit these guys off and they just lose. We probably would get tired of a Souls game after every year for a few years. And if one was a PS4 only exclusive, anyway, if one was PS4 exclusive, that would probably have a strange impact on the speedrunning community. I mean, I'm sure they don't make these games exclusively to appeal to speedrunners, because speedrunners aren't that many of them. They have a wide audience, but that audience isn't paying for the game, so... so I don't know. PC is always just going to be best for most things, for games. I think we're at a point in the gaming industry where it might not have been the case with the last few generations, but we're at a point, I think, where PC is just going to be better even when new consoles come out. I think with PS2 and PS3, those generations, previous two generations, I don't know why I'm defining them by PS. I mean, I had a PS2 and it was awesome, but with the previous two generations, probably console gaming was better, but we've reached a point with PCs that a lot of indie games are coming out, for one thing, that can be played on almost every PC that exists today, that's been made within the last 4 or 5 years. That you don't need, for a lot of games, you don't need a high-powered system. And also, we've seemed to be at a place where a top-of-the-line PC will outperform even these next-gen consoles. So, Flexile Sentry, I'll talk a little bit about what's on screen during this video. I'm sure in the next video I'll also continue on some of these thoughts, but we are very close to the end. You generally want to stay near his club side, and when you do that, you can Shrek a boss just like that. Get Shreked. I think that's pretty much it for this video. Fairly easy area, especially when you come to it this late game. I mean, I am a relatively high-powered character for this area. Anyway, I've been Studious Toe. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. I really appreciate it. If you want to see more from this playthrough or any of my other content, please consider subscribing. Thanks for watching, and as always, enjoy your stay in the Bagel Nation. If I wasn't worried about copyright infringement, I would add the song. Well, I'll wait just a moment for the big reveal. I don't know why. I would play "Come Sail Away" by Styx here, because let's face it, you need pull it up on YouTube right now, and play that song while this happens, because there's nothing better that you can do. This song just needs "Come Sail Away" by Styx to happen right here. That's all I can say. Anyway, thanks for watching.